It's all about the Rams at the moment. It's time for a NFC Championship version of Know Your Opponent.
That just sounds right, Ant.
It sounds so much better,
It
right?
does sound so much
Yeah.
better than just know your opponent, right? Just it rolled off the tongue well, like it was supposed to happen or something.
Meant to be.
Hey, I'll take that, Ant. I'll take that. And you know what else is meant to be? All 22 film sneak peeks, specifically at the Week 18 game, because it's the most recent game. It wasn't that long ago. And the Rams came out early in that football game, Ant, and really established something more very physical against this 49ers team.
Yeah, and this is the first time you're going to see OBJ against the 49ers. Because I know he played in the first game that they had the matchup, but it wasn't OBJ because he hadn't been practicing with him. So this is the first time you're going to see that dynamic in the Rams offense.
Absolutely, Ant. So let's get on over to it. 1st and 10. Second drive of the game. First drive ended with a field goal for the Rams. So the Niners bend but did not break. But this drive here ends in a touchdown for the Rams. Let's see how it gets off and started on 1st and 10.
You got the 2 deep look, and then with the motion, you're going to get Target go with him. The 49ers are going to run a cover 3. He's just going to locate the check down, get it out, and then Dante Johnson playing in place of K1 Williams has got to come down and make this tackle. He doesn't do a great job, and they can pick up some yards.
Correct. They are able to pick up some yardage, and they're able to now put themselves in a second and manageable situation. If you're the 49ers, you don't want these sort of things. But there is a difference between the Rams having to do it with the pass early in the football game, in which they're not necessarily trying to establish the run, and later in the football game when they kind of need the run game to slow things down and be able to do things. So it's a little bit different of an attack plan for Sean McVay. We'll see if he tries to stick with that. But now you got 2nd and 4.
Real quick. You got it. I mean, just look at this defense on the outside. Look at the secondary. I mean, does that look like a secondary that needs to be involved in the run game?
No, Ant.
No.
Looks like you're showing cover 4 here.
Yeah, it does. Very much so.
On 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's probably a quarters coverage. Yeah, and the Rams have 2nd and 4. I mean, so yeah, it's a possible passing down.
Mm-hmm. And they've loaded up here a little bit, but look at that get off by Kevin Givens.
Yeah, Kevin Givens wins. I mean, he beats the Rams' interior offensive. That's why you can stop it with 7. And this is a linebacker core that doesn't have, Azeez Al-Shaair.
Correct. No Azeez out there, Ant. Now you got 3rd and 4 for the Rams. These are the situations you want if you're the Niners. Unfortunately, they're able to convert. You get a nice timing route and a little bit of a stumble there from DJ trying to come back down on Cooper Kupp on this timing route.
Yeah, and you don't have a win down here at the bottom. I mean, you had 3 guys rushing on 3, and you don't have a win. And if you don't win, then you're going to get a 3rd down conversion. That's what you got to prevent from the Rams doing, is getting these 3rd down conversions and continuing drives.
All right, you don't want them continuing drives. But again, look, the Niners aren't changing anything, Ant. You're still seeing the 4 high with there with your corners. You still got your linebacking core sitting where they are. You got Dante Johnson kind of playing in the nickel role here, and you get your 4 base down linemen. And
once again, an interior defensive lineman wins this time, Contavious Street. This is what the 49ers do. That's why, I mean, this is 6 guys in the box. Of course, they're going against, they're in their nickel, but they're just getting after it.
Correct, and winning. Keep in mind, this is mostly your backup unit here. I mean, it's 50% backups. You have Armstead in right now with Ebucom. You have no Bosa on the field. You have no DJ Jones, and you're still getting that kind of penetration.
Yeah, I mean, that shows how dynamic the 49ers defensive line is against this Rams offense. And now you're going to get a motion to empty. So they're going to empty it out. You've got, 2nd and 15. They got to make up some yardage here.
And they're going to try to, Ant. But the pressure gets in there. Unfortunately, Kupp's able to get in underneath. Gets behind in the zone coverage. He finds a soft spot. And Stafford's able to step up in the pocket and deliver himself a nice strike. But there's a lot of guys there. There's a lot of promise.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't played terribly. He just found a nice crevice in the hole, in the zone, and sat down and got the football. You hope that your pass rush is going to get there. Armstead goes by. Stafford does a great job of stepping up in the pocket. Can he consistently do this throughout the game? I think we're going to find out.
Do you really believe that Fred's going to continue to play this the same way? He gives a lot of respect to this underneath kind of check down route. You got to believe they're going to learn off that, and Fred's going to feel Cooper Kupp pressing, feel him breaking on the inside, and turn and run with that and say, all right, DJ, that's you there one-on-one with that guy. You got to make the tackle in space.
That's the thing, is he's probably trying to help DJ.
Probably.
Dante Johnson is playing out of position because K1 Williams is the illness, and he's not able to play. So Fred was probably trying to give help on that.
Probably was the case. And now you got 1st and 10, Ant from the 37. Rams trying to get that run game going a little bit, and not a whole heck of a lot there.
Nothing doing.
No, literally nothing there. They load up too with extra linemen. This is their heavy set that they have here. Double team gets eaten.
Ambry Thomas setting the edge. He took on the block. Nick Bosa wins. I mean, that's what you need. Now, Ambry Thomas is going to come in and set the edge. Nick Bosa is taking on a double team, and he fights through the double team because that blocker goes off on Ambry Thomas, and boom, shut down.
What a play there by Ambry, Ant. Unappreciated sometimes with his run fits and what he does.
Yeah, and it forces 2nd and 11. I mean, this is a consistent theme throughout this game. They're not able to win on the first down runs.
No, but here early in the game, they did win on 2nd down throws, and this is another one right here.
Yeah, I think Dre just overplayed this a little bit. And this was what happened in this game. It's his first game back. It seemed like he was a little rambunctious. He got some penalties as well. But he kind of overruns this a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Just a smidge. There's no reason for him to get out that far. There was nothing else going out into that area, and you had the guy behind him on the outside, the corner, who's got that coverage, and that man locked down his space. He didn't need to fly out that much. He just needed to get to a spot where he can make the first move and then react off of it. 3rd and 2 now, Ant.
Emptying it out again. This is where Stafford was huge in this game, is on 3rd down.
Correct. And he's there again. Big play.
I mean, this is a matchup the 49ers like, I think. You got Jimmy Ward down there, and he's going to be in man coverage, and it's just, Van Jefferson gets a step on him and makes the play. But overall, I think you like it. What you don't like is the fact that you got a penalty right there on Dre Greenlaw for the big hit.
Correct. And now you even closer, don't have it. You're not making the Rams have to work for it or earn it. But again, run attempt, not a whole lot doing there, Ant. They're trying to get something on the outside. They're trying to create a run lane here. They have Cooper Kupp, who tries to get up here to 2nd level and trying to hook so that they can get some guys wash and have a cutback lane. And everyone just fits into the run fit well. Fred plays this inside, so he can't bounce back. He has to keep trying to take this and ride this outside. And everyone swarms and pushes this thing to the sideline.
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley set the edge. He came up hard to turn the ball inside. You had Arden Key fight through a double team and be able to, work his way across the man's face. It's good run fits.
Good run fits there, Ant, and now you got 2nd and 8 from the 9, and you're just hoping you can bend and not break again. That's what you're looking for at this point.
And you got man coverage, and this is where you can take advantage of. But look at the 49ers rolling with it. Matthew Stafford really has nothing there. The 49ers played it excellent. It's almost like they knew the play was coming.
It really was. It's like they knew the play was coming, and now you got 3rd and 8 from the 9. And if you're the Rams, maybe a shot at the end zone, but get yourself a little bit closer, make it an easier of a task for you. And they're able to do just that, and they pick up a couple yards. And now you go from the 9 to the 2, and you got 4th and 1, and they're going to load up heavy and giving a run look. But we all know what happens here.
Yeah, it was definitely a win on the last play. Tackle him in front of the sticks. Now you're just hoping you can lock it down. But you get young Ambry Thomas. He's watching what's going on. He's in man coverage. He's got the last man on the line, which is Higbee. He should be coming down with him. When he sees him go to block down, he freezes for a second and then goes with the back, and Higbee's wide open for a touchdown.
Correct. It's a tough thing. It's a tough read. It's a tough thing for a young guy to understand. But he does a fairly decent job here. He's in a spot to make the right play. He just misreads his key there. And he's got to trust his teammates to be able to get, if that is a run in that situation with Higbee releasing, he's got to trust his teammates to get there and try and make the play. And he's got to make sure he got his responsibility taken care of.
Yeah. You play the pass first against the Rams, and you worry about the run later because you are a better run stopping team.
Correct. And now the Niners are on offense. 10 points now for the Rams. The Niners haven't done anything. Let's see how this drive goes.
And look how wide the defensive linemen are. That's one of the things that's apparent right away. Is you got this 50 look. It's a 52 as it would be, and they've got these guys way wide. It's the closest thing you can see to like a wide 9 type thing out of a 5-man front.
It's true. Very wide, Ant. Very wide indeed. Juszczyk mushing into the backfield, and now you're gonna get play action here. And this was something Johnny Dell talked about in his breakdown. This is the Jimmy fumble. The Speedo concept, very early in this game, they're kind of all over it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they know what Kyle Shanahan wants to do. So they're eating at it. Later on in this game, though, this comes back to bite them in the butt. It's just because you think something is, one thing, it doesn't mean it will be later on. But you see Jalen Ramsey out here, on Deebo Samuel, but he's really just playing zone.
Correct. He is just playing zone, Ant. Big rush on the interior there. Able to force what looked like was going to be a turnover, but the Niners fall on it and save this from being an even worse play. And now you got 2nd and 24 and an empty set for the Niners.
Yeah, and they're looking for a screen. I mean, this is kind of one of those things. A lot of times when you have a big play like this, you're trying to get some yards back, so you're going to go to screen or draw or something like that. The only problem is the other team knows that that's probably what you're going to go to. I think a better option in that type of situation is to just go with a normal pass play and try to get 8 to 10 yards over the middle and make it third and even more manageable. But really, when it comes down to it, 2nd and 27 means you're probably going to be struggling to get out of there. Just try to get a little bit of room for your punter.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do. And now you got 3rd and 27. That's really all you want now at this point. And you can see now they've gone to the 4-down linemen. They're overloading the left side of the line there for the 49ers. They got Von Miller one-on-one with Tom Compton. And the Niners are just going to try and get some room.
Yeah, and Elijah Mitchell misreads this hole. If he follows George Kittle, he's probably going to get some yardage here. It's not going to be a lot, but maybe like 4 or 5 yards. Because he's going to kick out Von Miller. I think he sees the defensive lineman, but he could have gotten across the space.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here, and he can pick up some yardage and make this a better situation for Robbie. I think this is Robbie Gould at this point.
I think it's Wishnowsky.
It is Wishnowsky.
Wishnowsky's about to get knocked out.
That's true. That is exactly what is about to happen, and this is one of the biggest concerns. We talk about special teams all the time. The Rams' punt return game is a problem.
Yeah, I thought Wishnowsky did just fine against Green Bay with a 48 yard average in those types of conditions. The ball's heavier. It's harder to kick. It's like a rock out there. I thought 48 yards was a pretty good average.
Correct, but you could see already, just on the coverage here, once you get down the field, they are setting up for return right, and the Niners are setting up right here on this side, trying to make sure they take the outside lane, and they have all of their blockers in place. The Niners are actually really lucky this isn't a house call.
It's not a house call because of Mitch Wishnowsky.
Absolutely. What great effort by Mitch Wishnowsky. Sacrificed his body in that situation, Ant.
Yeah.
But a good situation there. And now you got 1st and 10 from the 19. Not ideal for the 49ers. But nothing really. I mean, he's able to slip off some tackles, but, I mean, he's basically getting met at the line of scrimmage yet again.
Yeah, and they bring an 8th guy into the box. I mean, they're pretty sure that the Rams are going to run the ball, and they weren't wrong. And DJ Jones wins up front, gets initial contact.
Fred comes through.
Yeah. The 49ers run fits are fine against the Rams. So far, the Rams haven't proven they can run the football.
No, not yet. And now you're back to not 8-man in the box. Next, you got 2nd and 8. You have a good feeling they're going to pass. And they do.
You just got to rally and make the tackle like you did. Now you got yourself in a good situation.
3rd and medium, which is what you want. 3rd and 6. It's a good spot for the 49ers. Not a great spot for the Rams. However, take the shot on the young man, and Tyler Higbee wins.
Yeah, I mean, you got everyone covered pretty well. It just takes a brilliant throw that Matthew Stafford gives. Defensive line is not able to get home. We bring extra pressure off the edge. Whenever you do that and you don't win, you got these one-on-one matchups that could come back to bite you in the butt, and it did in this case.
It did, and Aubrey didn't play that bad. He was in a good spot, in a good position. That's going to be one of Aubrey Thomas's weaknesses right now, is the jump ball stuff, the physical stuff, because he's still developing that muscle. He's still developing that strength as an NFL corner.
I think he's developing ball skills. I mean, you've seen a little bit of improvements along the way. He's just going to get better and better at it. That's a more physical tight end, so it's kind of understandable.
All right, Ant. And now we have 3rd quarter, 2nd half. The 49ers come out. You got the field goal going into half. Got yourself a little bit of momentum. And now let's check out this first drive.
And no change from the Rams. There was no change from the Rams in defensive alignment. They're doing the same things they were doing.
Safety walks down so he can play in the box for the run, but also get back in the pass if he needs to.
Yeah, and the 49ers are going to, they got a strong left look. And they're just going to get after it. I mean, this is about as simple as you can. This is old school run. Get after Elijah Mitchell, battering ram. Going to pick up a couple yards.
Nice first start there. Get some positive movement up front. You have Juszczyk a little bit with the cut block there on the outside, trying to make it.
Tomlinson lost his feet too and wasn't able to get to 2nd level, which is, I mean, it happens because Mack gets cut at the point of attack.
Correct. And now you got 2nd and 8, and 2nd and 8. Debo in the backfield.
And that's a nice hole.
Dude, look at him put his foot in the ground too. See this and get vertical.
Oh, it's a fantastic cut. You got the linebacker reading, and look at the linebacker take himself out of the play. Laken Tomlinson is tasked with covering him, but Kyle Juszczyk going across makes the linebacker think, this is going outside, and he takes himself right out of the play. And then look at the cut. Boom, foot in the ground. I know it's supposed to go farther outside. That's where it's supposed to be widened. But Debo sees the hole, the natural cutback, and just reads it right.
And this is something that the Niners can build off of, right? Because Kyle Shanahan, if you understand that this is how they're playing this, where if you get this motion in space, this linebacker is going to fill on the outside, then you could get a situation where Lankin can come up to establish, and if this guy takes himself out of the play, you can take that out and maybe get a situation where you can get another guy up here in space, up to this guy, try and make a block so there's an even bigger cut through lane here up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, also, if he's going to read it, you could actually start Juszczyk on the other side and motion him away from the play.
True.
That would work as well.
I would. Very much would. And now you got 3rd and 3, manageable situation for the 49ers.
Yeah, you got to execute on these. I mean, that's one thing Jimmy did in the second half of this football game. This is a brilliant play.
Absolutely.
He's got people in his face right away. There's not a lot of time, but he's going to get it to his check down guy right away. He's going to get to his hot read. Boom. And Michael Hasty does the rest, gets a first down.
Absolutely. And great recognition of him of realizing the blitz is coming, gets rid of it, takes the shot, and then JaMychal Hasty breaks the tackle and makes the play, letting his playmakers run with the football in their hands afterwards and getting that rack.
Yeah, I mean, just making that play is one of the most pivotal plays in this game because it keeps this drive going, keeps the momentum that you built from getting that field goal at the end of the first half.
Absolutely. Now you get the Juszczyk motion across. You're going to bring Kittle through, and they're going to give a play action sort of counter look, and look at the adjustment on the speedo concept.
Yeah, see, it's the cool adjustment. You're going to get the stop route on the vertical, and you're going to get Deebo Samuel stopping over the middle and having everyone converge onto him. I mean,
4 guys.
4 defenders looking Deebo Samuel's way.
4 guys, and the play action sucks everybody up like you want. It gets some guys moving up in space. They're turning around trying to find Deebo, and rather than Ayuk taking this route down the field, he just sits in the soft opening. Jimmy's able to get the ball to him in space, and now we get some run after the catch from BA.
Yeah, what an exciting adjustment they made at halftime.
Incredible.
That's why just because you know someone doesn't mean you're ready for what they do. Knowing someone can actually be a detriment.
Well, now that you know they can make this adjustment off of this, if you're Sean McVay, that's something you have to prep for, and now it becomes a guessing game in terms of your coverages, right? And now it's all about, who's going to tip their hand at the wrong time.
What it does is it makes you play it straight. You can't overcorrect. You can't overcover, and that makes it a little bit more difficult. That makes it so the 49ers are going to have the windows that they had before.
Correct it. Now you got 1st and 10 after the big completion to BA. Juszczyk motioning out. The shift over, bringing him back through, pulling Kittle in the process.
Yeah, they're hoping those linebackers are going to overcommit. They did not. They kind of just shifted into position. They brought an extra guy into the box, so they're loading up right here. This is the obvious pass box. The 49ers need to, when they see these boxes, I know they want to dominate with the run, but these are times they need to go to the pass.
In theory, you would think, and now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down linemen again, stupid wide ant, 1 linebacker back there.
Yeah,
and
but it's a run box because you have the safeties trying to straddle the middle.
Correct, and now the motion comes through. They're walking down the other safety in space. And great design here by Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, it was. Fake screen one way, fake the screen the other way, and they get it to George Kittle up the middle.
Wonderful job. He gets everyone to bite 2 different directions here. And then George is able to slip into the opening. And you get yourself a nice big gain in there on 1st down, and to make it 2nd and short and get yourself that much closer.
I believe it's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, you're right.
Yeah,
third
the first down run by Elijah Mitchell.
That's correct.
But now you got Deebo on 3rd and 2, and he can make things happen, and he does in a big way. And this is the wham block. Watch George Kittle wham a defensive lineman on the interior. He thinks he's coming scot-free. You're not. You're about to get crushed. Daniel Brunskill blocks down somebody else, and the next thing you know, you got Deebo, on the outside making a play on somebody who took a bad angle.
1-on-1 with a cornerback there, and you like those matchups for Deebo. Sam, you like those matchups for a lot of our wide receivers.
Look at the safety take himself out of the play going with JaMychal Hasty.
Correct.
So they saw how they were reacting with motion, and then they used it to their advantage.
Absolutely, Ant. Use it to your advantage big time, and what a big drive by the San Francisco 49ers. Big points when you need it. Kyle Juszczyk holding PATs as well in this game and this opportunity for the Niners. And now, Ant, you've scored 10 points of your own on back-to-back possessions, and you get a stop.
Yeah, I mean, they just brought an 8th guy into the box. There's a 7-point lead. Obviously, the Rams want to try to get something going with the run, and the 8th guy makes the tackle in Jimmy Ward.
True, and I mean, if you look at it, really look at it. This is, again, an overload set where they've brought in an additional lineman onto the field. So the Niners feel very confident and comfortable. And when you see this, you're running the football. So guess what you're going to do? Bring the extra guy in and give them no hope and no chance.
Well, what's funny is they don't shift. They just bring Jimmy Ward into the box.
Very true.
I think that's fun.
Look at Samson Ebukam winning against his double team.
Yeah, you got Demetrius Flanagan fouls filling the hole. Playing over here on the right side at linebacker. Watch this.
Oop.
Nice fill. Yeah.
Jimmy Ward right here as well. E-Man coming into space. Great job. They're lucky they got what they got.
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah, it could have
looked
been
like it was
stopped
gonna
for
be
no
stopped.
gain.
Yes. Then you get 3. Still not the end of the world if you're the 49ers, though. Still not the end of the world. 2nd and 7. Brought a 5th guy down there, and
he makes the
boy.
play. I mean, they know the Rams want to keep this run game going. They want to shorten this game because the 49ers have cut it to 7.
And it's Dante Johnson they bring down as the 5th man who comes through.
That's right. So now you got 3rd and long.
That's right. We say his name around here.
Yeah, we do.
We say his name around here. 3rd and 6, Ant. 3rd and 6. Big down, as Jay in the Bay would call Ant. The money down,
and here
folks.
comes the blitz from Jimmy Ward. So they haven't been showing it at all. Now that we're in the second half, they overload blitz. Jimmy Ward comes. Fred Warner comes. Dre Greenlaw comes. And Dre Greenlaw gets home.
Correct. And let's check out Emmanuel Mosley at the bottom of the screen, guys.
This is the one, right, where you got Samson Ebukam covering Van Jefferson, but Stafford sees the pressure and just tries to throw this sidearm type throw out there.
Yep, he's just trying to get rid of it and get it hopefully to a spot where his guy can make a play. But they're all over this concept. They got this thing covered and dialed in. And I mean, E-Man here at the bottom is part of the reason why you can do stuff like this at times is because, I mean, he's all over Odell Beckham here. Odell Beckham on this play is of no threat, of no consequence for D'Amico Ryans. He believes E-Man can shut down. At the bottom of the screen here, he's all over this route. He doesn't overcommit to it. OBJ's trying to do fancy stuff. He creates no separation. He doesn't get over the top. He's not able to get E-Man going one way or the other.
Well, he knew he knew it was a deep vertical route, so Matthew Stafford didn't even look that way.
No, he went right.
He needed to get the ball out quick.
And that he did, Ant. That he did. And now, 49ers are looking to put up their 17th point, Ant, and put themselves right back into this football game. And it starts with another inside run.
Yeah, it's the influence of the motion. The motion, again, is going to get the defenders to move, and multiple defenders to move at once, which means they got to reset of where they're supposed to be and get into their proper fits. And then you have, decent blocking up front, but you have Elijah Mitchell making a great effort.
Correct. That is more a great effort from Elijah Mitchell than it is perfect execution on your front line. And that's okay, because now you got 2nd and 3, Ant. Good situation for the Niners. The motion, again. And vertical, finds the seam, finds the gap, picks up his 3.
Brunskill, he ends up making his block. He gives up ground initially, but then armpits the guy and gets him out of the way.
And is it Donald? It's not. Donald is on Lakin yet again.
On Lakin, yeah. And Lakin handled him.
He did. Was that a punch there from Donald?
Just a little extra. It's not a punch.
It's
some hand fighting.
I like it.
I don't know how much time you spend in the trenches, but that's called normal.
Man, I didn't spend much. I was more of a wideout, so you know.
So here you go. You got the look at the 6-2 type look, the 6-1 that they're gonna run. And this is gonna be an inside give to JaMycal Hasty. One of those things where you're buying on Deebo Samuel and you forget about JaMycal Hasty. He runs the inside trap, and hey, there you go, first down.
And you have to give Deebo Samuel respect here. That if you don't, he's gonna torch you on the outside here.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Great design by Kyle. Powerful run by JaMycal Hasty, and his biggest carry of the year.
Yeah, and I know I said trap, but it was just
It really was, yeah. Just a zone. But hey, 1st and 10 Ant from the 39. Niners offense moving. No big chunk play yet, though.
You don't need chunk plays when you got attitude plays like this.
True.
You had Elijah Mitchell on first down the last time getting 7 yards. Now you have Deebo Samuel with an attitude setting play. Just following his blocks, making his reads, and then breaking some tackles. And Aaron Donald was chasing him. You know who he is yet?
He has to, right? He can see the last name on the back of the jersey, Ant. You would think he could see it. Think he'd know. Great job by Deebo. Wonderful run, Ant. And now you got 2nd and 2. Positive situation for the 49ers. Deebo motioning into the backfield. And it's been a heavy dose of the run game, Ant. And what a run again by Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, it's a nice look. This is, you got, the dual running back look, so you can, what are they going to do? Where are they going to go with it? They bring a blitz off the edge, but 49ers run right up the middle. They have the right call, but they can't execute. They can't make the tackle in the hole. Deebo wins.
Yep. Is that Weddle there that's come up? Is playing a linebacker spot? It is.
I don't think Weddle was on the team.
Was Weddle not on the team on week 18?
No, I don't think
okay, so it's not Weddle, so it's another safety, which is a very interesting dynamic. Maybe could that be why Sean McVay's happy? Ernest Jones possibly could be back.
Maybe.
Could be because it's better than a safety.
Okay, so here comes Brandon in motion. Everyone reacts. There comes a little counter play. So he's going to pitch it. He's going to have an option. He can actually run this play outside. He can run it off tackle like he did, or he can cut back against the grain if there's something open. What he does is he finds a hole right here off tackle, and he's just going to get downhill, get vertical, and get the yards. I mean, it's a tremendous run.
A tremendous run, Ant. It truly is. Letting a running back use his vision to his advantage, and now you got 2nd and 4, and consistently on this drive, what have we seen? Yeah. 2nd and short, 2nd and short, 2nd and short. 3
straight drives where they've had at least 6 yards on first down on the.
Correct, and same sort of thing again, and toss look. He can take this outside if he wants. He can break this back inside. He finds his crease. He finds his seam, puts his foot in the ground, and gets vertical.
Yep, and he gets a first down.
Wonderful block.
More than likely, or it could be really close.
I think it was a first. We'll see here in a second. 3rd and 1, so really it wasn't. Close, yeah. Stupid short, Ant. Stupid short. Now I got 3rd and 1, and there's the good old Jimmy sneak.
Yeah, that's getting a first. So.
Accurate, Ant. Very accurate. Now you got 1st and 10, Ant. See how much the Rams are moving with motion. I mean, it's so much movement from a lot of their pieces with motion.
Run. Once again, first down efficiency in the run game.
Beautiful.
That is what has established everything in this drive.
Wonderful, wonderful angles. Guys coming off their blocks. Brunskill just let Donald kind of flow through and take himself out of the play. Elijah Mitchell ends up cutting off of Daniel Brunskill here and, cutting inside of Aaron Donald right there in that center spot, just outside the hash marks there. Great job of the line using leverage to their advantage, using the speed of the Rams against them, and then Elijah Mitchell with the vision and the ability to just find that crease, right? However small it may be, put his foot in the ground, and then go get vertical, get those yards. Mm-hmm. 2nd and 1. This is the one, when we watched this live and they showed the replay, Elijah Mitchell ducks underneath a would-be tackler in order to get that yardage there. And Ant, you've had run. This is 100% a run look, but we're not getting a run, are we?
No, we're not. And this is another first down run. That's why they're buying into it. Everyone thinks this is run except Juwan Jennings and Deebo Samuel. Look at this throw. Great throw, great play for the 49ers.
And he can pass, was the tweet, and as he did it. Yep. And look at him take a shot while he's throwing this. This is a jump pass. Deebo sort of jumps and throws this.
Yeah, he does. And he got it there, and that's the most important thing. He threw an actual nice spiral.
Which made it easy to catch, and look at the faithful, Ant. The faithful are absolutely losing their minds as they should be.
This is completely set up by the dominance the run game has established in this drive. 4 straight first downs. You run and you get at least 6 yards on every single time. That's putting yourself ahead of the sticks. That's where you want to be. That's where this offensive line is the most successful. That's why you can run a play like this for a touchdown.
You absolutely can. It's so great. We had to run it multiple times, and one more look at it, because it is glorious. It is beautiful, and it was not a tide turner. It definitely wasn't the tide turning play in this football game for the 49ers, but what it was the establishment of woo! Excuse me.
Hachu.
Hachu indeed.
Of a chew. Okay.
It was an establishment of chew. No, it was an establishment, Ant, of the 49ers now being back fully control of this football game. They had the momentum. They had now rode the momentum and the wave of momentum to bringing this thing back to tide and having a chance to put their foot on the throat and finish that Rams team. We were all hoping earlier, but hey, look, I think the Niners can build a lot off this performance. You saw how much movement the Rams give up front with the motion. It reveals a lot of things, but also tells you how aggressive they want to play against the run.
Yeah, I think so. I think you build off all the drives that you have, and they drove 3 straight drives and got points. It all starts with the end of the first half, and then you go establish yourself in the second half with second half adjustments. And you can tell that they've definitely diversified that run game for the second half. They got after the Rams, and the Rams looked uncomfortable. Aaron Donald was, going against Laken Tomlinson, but Tomlinson was able to shield him off. Daniel Brunskill, even when he gave up ground, was able to armpit guys and kind of get him out of the way. So they just established that they can bully the Rams up front. If they can do that again, you can expect, the same sort of things to happen. So I think this is going to come down to the trenches again, and this is a run game. If the 49ers run the ball 40 times, it's an absolute win. Guarantee, lock it up, it's done. If it's in the 30s, they have a really good chance to win. So it's all going to be predicated on this run game, and Kyle Shanahan is not going to want to go against it. I think we're going to get over 35 carries in this game, and we're going to get Deebo Samuel running the ball at least 8 times.
Accurate. At least 8. I think that's a recipe for success for the 49ers. That's a recipe for success for the offense. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what the Niners take from this Week 18 game and pull into the lineup and what advantages they get from it. And we'll see what adjustments are coming from both San Francisco and the Rams, because there are going to be adjustments aplenty. But Cutback crew, let us know what you thought about this Know Your Opponent All-22 sneak peek. Did you enjoy it? Are you even more excited, or are you worried? And we should be worried. We're not worried enough. Let us know in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah, it might be a problem because I'm not worried at all. I think that the 49ers can execute and they can handle it. But one thing I'm not worried about either is the fact that the game plan video tomorrow is going to be fantastic.
That's right.
We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the 49ers game plan is going to be against Sean McVay, the Los Angeles Rams, and what they need to do to get in there and not only stop that vaunted offense of the Rams, but also get over on that defense, take advantage of those guys and get the win, because you're one win away from getting to the Super Bowl, for giving yourself a chance to be the very best in the NFL and the best in the world. These opportunities don't come that many times. They know they got to take advantage of it. So it's going to be a huge game. So be here for the game plan video. It's one of the most watched episodes every single week on the channel. And it's a good time.
Absolutely. It's a great time. We'll see you for the game plan video, and we hope you enjoyed that Friday Frenzy. If you missed it, fine. Go back, check it out. Madden Sim, game preview show, What's Good with Jay in the Bay. You've already watched this, so you're good to go. You got your Friday Frenzy covered. We'll see you for the game plan video tomorrow, and until then, stay safe.
Remember, the right way
is always the 49ers way.